Nigerians, make we not allow President Tinubu to see this video. See, this man of God, this reverend, this man of God don expose the whole truth. I no be very dark man fans o, I no be very dark man fans, but after listening to this particular video carefully, after listening to wetin this man dey expose for inside this interview about the happenings in this country, I don finally see every reason why very dark man talk say na only fool na go vote for APC 2027, and why Peter Obi talk say Tinubu need to resign. Make una hear this man im own reaction. So many things wey dey expose for inside this video, but na wetin come talk at the ending of this video, na the thing shock me.
Leaders, a good number of them, because a very genuine, productive advice was given to our president, and somebody became so myopic to make it not even religious, denominational, which was quite embarrassing, because they didn't go. Yes, they went as the leadership of a particular denomination, but they were speaking the mind of all Nigerians. So it's very disappointing and very painful, to say the least.
Do you think that Daniel Bwala said this to anger or elicit a certain response, saying that, oh, this individual spoke for just Catholics and not all Christians? Do you think he said that to provoke other Christian leaders to perhaps speak up and counter what the Catholic bishop said?
Well, I wouldn't want to say it was purely political. It's not denominational. No reasonable Nigerian Christian will see it from the point of view that he saw it. No reasonable Nigerian Christian. In fact, no reasonable Nigerian who is alive, who is not corrupt and terribly wicked, will speak in that manner. I can say that with great emphasis. So it was purely political, and as usual, for his stomach infrastructure. He wants to keep his job, and he thinks he's pleasing the president. These are psychophans who are destroying the leadership of our country, and it is very painful. Mm-hmm. What worries me most, really, like he was saying, is the fact that the problem of Nigeria is quite complex, very complex. The entire nation is in deep ruins of a generation of people who have been terribly corrupted, that every sector of our country, even in small office, people deal corruptly. So you can't get people who love righteousness and who love productive ventures. We keep saying that, look, this country, no foreign aid can develop our country. No foreign nation can develop us. No nation will come and develop another. The development and the growth of our nation is in our hands.
Your Grace, through your lens, what is the true picture of the current Nigerian situation?
The current picture of Nigeria's situation is terribly deplorable, because virtually everything is collapsing. Every sector of our Nigerian society has been affected, whether it's even politically or religiously even. Because, the man saying it is a Christian. Okay? The man saying he's a Christian. And I can tell you what has been the reaction of the Christian Association of Nigeria or any other group? Only very few people are speaking on their own. I have been saddened that even the church in Nigeria have not risen up to the challenge that we're having in our hands. I know that people are afraid if they get up, it will look like it's religious. Why don't the entire nation rise up? It's as if we're bewitched as a nation. Everybody is silent everywhere.
What is the consequence, the true consequence?
The consequence is that we will be completely destroyed if we don't change, if we don't repent as a country.
What's the consequence of Bwala's statement? Because what he has done is he has introduced a denominational conversation that...
The consequence? Yes. It's going nowhere. It is dead on arrival. Anybody supporting him is those on his political lineage. I said it at the beginning, no reasonable Nigerian will support him. None. listen to those who are talking. They are people of the same group who are protecting their jobs. They are not speaking for the good welfare of Nigerians. So, for me, it would. In fact, I don't even know why people are responding to him. Yeah, I don't even know why we're responding to him. The Catholic Church has spoken the mind. The leadership of the Catholic Church has spoken the mind of Nigerians.
Okay, the Catholic Church is speaking the mind of Nigerians, and they pointed out so many ills. One is the economic hardship, insecurity, and electoral integrity.
Exactly.
Right. But Mr. President countered everything.
Countered that.
Yeah, that the economy is recovering.
Because
and also insecurity, and security is what it is. You know, are you bothered that this, what concerns you more in this conversation on how it's taking a political angle, other than focusing on the real issues bothering the Nigerian populace?
So the Bible says, sorry, I have to quote the Bible here. Out of the heart comes out the issues of life. Proceeds the issues of life. A man cannot give what he doesn't have. All right? And a bad tree cannot be a good tree. A good tree cannot be a bad tree. So whatever a man is made, that's what he speaks. Every reasonable leader will listen. I have seen it everywhere. I mean, sorry, I have to be specific here. I've had 1 or 2 opportunities to speak with my governor here. And when I speak to him, he listens. In fact, he even takes note. If I were him, he would have listened. He would have listened, taking notes. Yes, he's making effort, but it's not good enough. And we know the capacity of our military people. The entire insecurity, economic challenges, and infrastructures are self-afflicted. It's not because things are not there to do all of those things. One is the political will. Secondly, is the corrupt nature of us Nigerians. Because listen, you can give somebody a contract now. Incidentally, I'm an engineer, so I've worked in the construction industry. You give somebody a contract, and he goes to do poor quality job to make profit. Is that the governor or the president that is doing it? Was he not paid for it? He wants to cheat to make profit. The same thing with average Nigerians. Somebody makes a quotation to even go and buy things. He must make money from it. He will not give correct response. So you see there is a whole character collapse.
Now,
moral collapse.
Your Grace, I like that you have broken down pieces of this, because we're looking at denominations.
That's why I say it is complex.
Now, Nigerians are asking journalists, why would you write the presidency? When you say the presidency, are you referring to Temitope Ajayi or Daniel Bwala? That these are presidential spokespersons. It's seen as a problem that we're deeming all of them presidency. So let's talk about the individuals.
Exactly.
Now, a remark has been made
by an individual
that has stirred this kind of reaction.
Yes.
What are the concrete actions you think any leadership should take against such, what many describe now as executive misconduct?
Any serious leadership, number one, he will be able to call that man to order. And he, of course, like I said, he said that because the leader himself did not agree that there was anything going on wrong. At least he could have been able to say, I have tried this, I have tried that, I have tried that. Yes, it's okay, I have not really achieved. This is what I plan to do. Nobody's saying he may not be doing anything, but what he's doing is not sufficient. Two is the fact that in executing these projects, he will only sit in Aso Rock to give order. All of the other lower officers, are they doing exactly what is expected of them? Because he can give order and they can sabotage it. And that's why I say the problem of Nigerians are complex.
Okay, His Grace, talking about remarks, right? Out of the abundance of their
The heart
hearts
speaks the mouth.
speaks the mouth. And there's a statement that also borders Nigerians, right? Regarding or considering the fragile nature of our political and election system in Nigeria, right? How do you receive this statement, all is fair in politics, by Mr. President?
Honestly speaking, like I said at the beginning, everything is according to the state of his heart.
Because, you know...
He doesn't believe...
Okay.
In the previous election, he said, snatch it and run. Does this speak of someone who is sincere for genuine, sincere election? So why wouldn't he say, oh, it's fair in politics? Do we even understand what politics means?
What do you understand by that statement Oji cited here? All is fair.
All cannot be fair. It means that whatever you do, whether by hook or crook, that's my understanding of it. All can be fair in politics. Because there are things that they do that is wrong. So if they rig election, it's fair. If people are killed and destroyed, it's fair.
Is that an honorable statement to be
It
made
cannot be.
by a president?
It cannot be. It cannot be, sir. It's very annoying to hear my leader to be saying such things in the public to us as Nigerians. It means that every hope for good governance in this country may be lost. So, and you know what it means? It is now engineering, that kind of statement is engineering war. It means that other politicians, I'm really afraid about the next election. Seriously afraid. Because for the leader to be speaking this way, I'm not sure that we are protected. I'm not sure there is anything going to be safe.
Religious leaders have always made strong remarks over the years. They have. What has prompted this kind of reaction, one that we've hardly ever seen before, from religious leaders as yourself? What is that thing that happened that made religious leaders become as outspoken as they have been right now? I want to know the exact prompt.
Now, you know that religious leaders, we are in the grassroots. My diocese covers all the way to Akpabio, the last part of the local government. And just last weekend at Afa, there was a kidnap. And as soon as it happened, I communicated the security agencies, and even by the time I did, they had already gone into action. So we're in touch with the people where it matters. And incidentally, the religious groups depend on the income of the parishioners. If you go to church to worship and offering used to be 2,000 and now is 1,000, is that not a picture of what is on ground? Okay, if you go to a church and suddenly the number of people asking for help, it has increased. What is that saying? People are hungry. Currently, I'm looking for money to rebuild a poor widow's house that has collapsed. She can't rebuild that house. And it's even a mud house. Okay? In this country, with the level of wealth that we have, so we are in touch with the populace. So they understand, religious leaders understand the pains of Nigerians. For a very long time, for more than a year now, I have been canvassing for the entire church leadership to get up and go and see the president.
You know,
but it's still in the program before the Roman Catholic Church went.
So you mean you were already speaking about...
Of course, yes. Of course, yes.
What's delayed that process?
Usually when you're dealing with a number of other groups, you have to get their buy-in.
Yeah.
Were you not getting their buy-in?
Well, I'm not the one. I have to speak with somebody above me and all of that. So it's not a local thing.
But did they want to do it?
Of course, yes. They are in the process.
His Grace, the prophets of the old, they are the ones who the priests.
Of course, spoke to power.
Spoke
the truth to power.
Tell them what the real people right there are feeling. If
Exactly.
they are at the upper echelon and not what that. But there's a statement also made by the president's special assistant on media and publicity, Temitope Ajayi. He accused Cardinal Onaikon of abusing clerical privilege. As a clergyman, how did you receive that description?
Excuse me, that guy is very ignoramus. He doesn't even understand the function of a religious leader. I'm not sure he has ever read his Bible. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. If he has read his Bible, he can't be saying so. There is never a time that the religious leaders have been confined to the four walls of the church. No. Because they are the moral conscience of society. They are the only one qualified, sir. David was the king. As soon as he sinned, God spoke to the prophet. He didn't speak to his assistants. Nathan did it. Uncle Paul, the great apostle, he did it. John the Baptist did it. Excuse me. That's why I said I'm not sure the man reads his Bible. Because if he does, he wouldn't even have the mouth, the temerity to say such a thing. They were playing their godly role. And I'm proud of the Roman Catholic Church. Excuse me.
That you've made really, really bold remarks this morning. That you're not sure if he has read his Bible.
Yes.
I mean, that is hard. It is a hard blow. FCT Minister Wike has accused the Cardinal Onaikon of, being partisan. He said he knew who the Cardinal supported in 2023, of course, citing the LP candidate, Peter Obi. What's your take on this partisan remarks or allegations being churned out?
Excuse me, can I be saying other things? I'm not sure I want to be replying to all these kind of irresponsible remarks.
It was irresponsible?
It was irresponsible. As far as I'm concerned. He couldn't be saying such things. So one can't guide the leader. Okay, so if it's Peter Obi that is in power, and then things are going like this and they go and talk to him, he will not say, okay, you supported me, why are you now against me? Assuming what his claims are correct.
Who are these people?
And again, when Jonathan was in power, the same people went to him and told him the same thing. And these guys who are now making these ungodly remarks were clapping for the Roman Catholic Church. Can you see people speaking from the two sides of the mouth? Inconsistency? Excuse me. I don't want to waste my time talking about things that are very ungodly.
So who are the people?
So everybody should keep quiet. We should just leave them until they bury all of us. Of course, we are being buried everywhere. We are buried in Benue. We are buried. Thank God for now in Enugu, they were no longer burying. But we are burying before. We bury in Benue, we bury in Plateau, we bury in Katsina, we bury in Borno. So they should just be burying us. So nobody should advise them. And as he is in that Abuja, is in his hometown, he's not there. Doesn't know what is going on there.
So let's talk about, you've mentioned we are being buried everywhere. You cited some states.
Yeah.
The conversation surrounding Christian genocide. Do you believe that the Christians are being attacked from your perspective? And do you think the presidency is doing enough in collaboration with foreign forces to even tackle this genocide?
Like I said, Nigerian problem is complex. Let me even talk about the issue of insecurity. The gullible nature of Nigerians had also contributed to the complexity of our insecurity. Are you aware that in the matter of insecurity in Nigeria, almost everybody is involved?
Thank you for watching that video. So guys, before you leave, look at the down here. Do well to subscribe and also put on your notification bell so that whenever we upload any video in this great platform, you will be the first to see it. And please don't forget to drop your comment at the comment section what you think about this video, your opinion as well. See guys, this is what I'm going to